This has been Psychology Today with Charlie Zelenoff. Stay tuned for a special command performance of translation next, right here on 5150 KUNT. KUNT Radio, Sneedville, Purgatory. It is now 8:30. 5150 KUNT is proud to present Translation, the show that tells you what Tyrese Sneed is really saying. And now, here's Rich Baritone. Thank you all very much. Thank you. Welcome back to Translation here on 5150 KUNT. I have a confession to make. This isn't a command performance at all. I realized that I had no programming for the next half hour, and anybody that's been in this business any time at all knows dead air means no money. That's right, so we're going to have a real good time anyway, right here on Translation. Yes. Here's how it works on Translation. Every show, we take a community post from Tyrese Sneed. We put that community post into Google Translate, then we translate it into another language. We then take that translation and translate it back into English to see if it makes any more sense than the original did. Usually it doesn't. More often than not, it really turns into a mess, which makes it perfect for anything Tyrese Sneed writes. So let's get going here on Translation on 5150 KUNT. This is the phrase of the day. Try to remember as much of this as you can, because by the time we get done, it's not going to sound like this at all. So here we go. The phrase of the day is, "It's hard enough for me by far. They want to make it harder. Nah, fuck that. I'm good. It's a done deal now. I can focus on WTF I'm doing, 'cause they talking so much shit. 'Cause they think it gonna throw me out my energy and focus, and it ain't. Watch, bitch. Ha 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 ha. Talk now. You can't. LMFAO. Yeah, that's about average. It's no better or no worse than his typical community post, but it's the one that we're going to deal with right here on Translation. So let's go on over to Google Translator and load this sucker in. Our first language tonight is Bengali. That's right. I have no knowledge of Bengali whatsoever, and this should be extremely interesting. So let's put it into Google Translate, which we have done. It is now translated into Bengali. Now we're going to take that translation and translate it back into English and see what we wind up with. We hit the magic button and there it is. All right, here's our first translation tonight here on Translation. From English to Bengali, then back again. This is what Tyrese Sneed's statement turned into. I want to push it so far that they want to work harder now that I'm good. It's a done deal. Now I can focus on WTF because they're talking so shit because they think they've given me my energy and focus and it. Don't look, bitch. Ha 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 ha. Now talk. You dress. LMFAO. We're just getting started here, and that was really more than a little bit bizarre right here on Translation. So let's head on back and translate the translation of the translation. So here we go. We're going to cut the translation that we have, and now we're going to load it into Google Translate. And now we're going to translate it into our second language tonight, Sudanese. That's right, a place where nobody has anything whatsoever, so it should be perfect for Tyree Sneed. We hit the magic button, and the translation is now done. We copy that, put it over here. Okay, that is done. No, it isn't. Hang on a second. Okay, now it's done, and the translation is done. Our second translation here tonight on translation. This is our second translation of the night. Goes like this. I want to push it away that they want to work more now. I better now. After the deal. Now I can focus on WTF. They're unclean because they said they thought it gave me the strength and focus it. Do not back. Really talking now, you dress LMFAO. If you're like me, I don't know where you dress is coming from, but it keeps occurring, so we got one more translation left here, and the next language is Igbo. I've never heard of the Igbo language before, so it's perfect for what we're doing right here on translation. So let's go on over to Google Translate and see what happens. We put it in. We have translated it into Igbo. We're cutting it now, loading it back in, and the translation is done. Our final translation tonight here on translation. From Igbo back into English, this is the third translation of Tyree Sneed's Community Post, and this is how the story ends. I want to get rid of it, and they want to work harder now, after the contract is over. Now I can focus on the WTF impurity because they say they think it empowered me and focused on it. Don't go back. Of course now speak. You are wearing an LMFAO suit. This has been Translation. Tune in the next time for more stupidity on Translation on 5150 KUNT Radio, Sneedville.